All right, we are back. And wait, I have a problem on my audio. This is the same. Okay, everything seems to be working now. Everything is fixed, I hope.
5, 4,
and we are getting into
1.
things.
Round
Welcome
one.
back to SMSU
Capture
Overwatch
the
on tonight. And we are just going to get into things here. SMSU getting out of the gate. The teleport right onto site. Both teams teleporting onto site. Going to be a brawl right away. SMSU have to use their... Oh, wow. SMSU get ran over. The teleport did not work for SMSU. Almost winning that fight. Finding the back line right away. Both supports dying. The BAP lamp got destroyed right away. BAP gets taken out very quickly there. SMSU swapping their comp completely here. Both supports changing. Tank changing. DPS changing as well. So SMSU on the back foot right away, but we'll see if these swaps are able to help deal with their opponents here. SMSU pushing on the site with the Mauga, finding a lot of damage, and they do find a kill. They find 2, then they find 3. SMSU cleaning up the fight very quickly, and the swap worked. SMSU immediately with the fight after into something a little bit more brawly, and it works fantastically for SMSU. All right, SMSU pushing up aggressively here. Gonna try to take advantage of this position. They get walled off a little bit. OG gets taken a little low. Hyena jumps in, finds damage, but now getting focused down. SMSU do a lot to Ramatra, but not able to block it. Now popping the ult. SMSU are able to take him out, but they lose OG. Both teams down a player. Now Hyena getting frozen. SMSU look to be losing this fight as that May Blizzard did a lot of work. SMSU backing up on site, and they do get taken out. Staggered a little bit on the last 3 characters. All right, SMSU repositioning here. Any swaps being made? Does not look like SMSU decided to swap anyone this time. And now they're going to put up that Symmetra wall, and they're going to play around it and get some damage reduction by playing on the half of that. And SMSU lose 1 though, and they are unable to find a trade. Now they do find a trade. May low in the back. And SMSU trying to finish it, and wow! A Vendetta ult wipes their whole team. They only need the Vendetta ult apparently. OG picks up the 4K with the Vendetta ult. That will likely be play of the game. But SMSU still have to win site here. They do have site control. 60% gained, but their opponents are at 79%. First team to 100% is going to take. Imagine Fate's Wrath is being put in pressure. Not enough heals going into the backline. SMSU not paying enough attention to the situation. Now they're going to pull Mauga out, and SMSU are still down a player. Their support is being focused down. They lose Darkness Luna now, and SMSU lose this fight. And I don't know if they will be able to get back here in time. Mauga gets staggered here. Unable to get out on the Mauga. 86%. Looks like SMSU will be here in time. They still have the Symmetra for the teleport, and SMSU needs to group with the Symmetra. Oh, they're deciding to just run in this time. The Kiri ult gonna get popped. The Ramatra ult. The Mei ult. SMSU pulling Mauga back ult. They lose one. They lose two. Now can they win the fight? They have Tree. They do pop Tree and they find 3 kills, 4 kills. Now they're focusing on the Ramatra and they kill the Ramatra. Now they're gonna take site control back. Their opponents now are gonna have a chance to touch. In turn, can SMSU stuff them on the re-engage? 94%. It looks like SMSU might be able to. OG picks up the Lucio, the person who's going to try to touch. Reaper's going to drop to sight, and he's going to get touch off. SMSU now have to win this fight. They do kill the Reaper, though, and no one else is going to. No, now somebody does touch on this side. Running around in the background, SMSU trying to find these kills. They lost their distance. They lost both supports. SMSU have to focus down these last members. The supports are very important to stay alive here. Lucio is touching. SMSU are able to take site 1. What a crazy engage and fight.
1-0.
All right, getting back into it. Round 2 of control. SMSU are able to take this. They will win control and have a point lead. And Mauga getting walled off right away here. And they're all pushing him. The Orisa coming out to counter the Mauga. But they find, no, they don't quite find that kill onto Lucio, taken very low. SMSU eventually do push forward on the Mauga and finish the kill. They get 2. And this should be a team fight win for SMSU. The cleanup comes through. Mauga finding 3 in that team fight. The Orisa trying to counter the Mauga, and they're swapping right back to the Ramatra. I don't think we're going to see Mauga make it next map. I think that is going to be our opponent's ban. Vendetta jumping down the high ground. SMSU are going to have to be aware of that position. Mauga now pushing the back line, though. The Mei wall comes out. Vendetta sweeping across. Mauga finding a 1v1 versus the Ramatra on site here. And Ramatra going to have to back out. SMSU maintaining site control this whole time. Mei comes across. The Reaper able to reposition. Kiri gets taken out, though. SMSU now down a player. Trying to trade a kill back, but they don't really have a good engage. Now Darkness Luna gets taken out, and SMSU down 2 members. This is going to be a tough fight. OG goes in, gets taken out. Mauga just going to contest as long as possible here. Try to get sight as high as they can. 58% is what SMSU got during that first push. And now SMSU going to be regrouping. Trying to retake site control from their opponents. They do have the Mauga ult, and a bunch of members are getting close to ult themselves. That Mei has been charging ult very quickly, though. Now the wall comes through. Mauga is going to be in a 1 versus 4 for now, and he finds Lamp, but not the kills yet. SMSU trying to finish off these kills. The players are so low, but Fracture gets taken out now. And SMSU are on the back foot. They find 1, they find 2, and they find 3. The Reaper ult goes big. The Ramatra ult gets popped late, though. The Ramatra ult is doing a lot of work. SMSU, can they win this fight? They do find the Ramatra, and the heals from Juno are enough to win SMSU that fight. SMSU do take site control. Their opponents got to 50% during their control take. Fracture taken very low here. SMSU need to be healing their healer here, please. There, the heals come through from Darkness Luna. And here comes what looks to be the engage by Ramatra. OG jumps down, finds a lot of damage, but doesn't find the kill. Here comes Mayo onto Fate's Wrath. He gets taken out. Darkness Luna very low, and SMSU lose both supports again. SMSU have to be playing better counter dive or something. This is not working. Their supports are constantly dead, but they find 4 anyway. The DPS are able to stay alive. So SMSU do win, even though the last 2 or 3 fights, both supports getting picked right away. Usually not a recipe for success, but SMSU do pull through. We'll see if it's that Vendetta ult. No, it's going to be Hyena. Maybe the triple kill at the beginning of this map. Yep, that's what it is. Jumps in, finds 1, reloads, finds 2. The burn gets the 3rd. Very well done from SMSU, and SMSU gonna lead the series 1-0. We'll be back when game 2 is ready. All right, we are back. SMSU on defense on Blizzard World. SMSU playing a poke comp here. Are they going to be ready for the attackers to try to walk right through the building? The Hyena shield going to go down. Try to prevent these players from getting in. The Maywall is going to go out. SMSU dealing with a backline threat. Dealing with the 4 people who teleported to the backline. SMSU trade 1 for 1 so far. And now I Just Exist on a flank. Going to have to Icicle and maybe in a dangerous spot. Walling himself off. Now SMSU trying to find the JQ. JQ getting caught a little bit. Not able to find that kill. SMSU in a little bit of a worse position here. Oh, but they're doing a lot of damage. Can they finish off these kills? Hyena, they do find 1 kill onto a support. And I Just Exist lands the wall. Good wall. Heals the JQ. The Symmetra, I'm not sure where she teleported to. All the way into SMSU's backline. Sounds like they might know somebody's back here. They now know, oh, somebody's on site. There goes the teleport away. And it's pulling SMSU's focus quite a bit here. SMSU really need to find this Sombra in their back line. Get rid of the flank pressure. Hyena taken very low. The wall comes out. Oh, Hyena's going to get assassinated here, though, and he does get taken off with the Sombra. Now Sombra is able to teleport away. SMSU lose 2. They find 1 back. Here comes JQ jumping. Oh, no, this is... Oh, man, I can't remember his name. And here comes OG's ult out, but he gets picked up. And SMSU do get the tank, but I don't know if they'll be able to touch in time. That Sombra flag, very big from Iowa.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
Sombra getting focused down a little bit, but really causing SMSU a lot of pain here. And maybe SMSU doesn't want to be on a poke comp against a Sombra that's getting this much pressure. And here comes the Sombra into the backline again. SMSU have to find a solution for this. This is such a big problem. Ult's being dumped. I Just Exist. Drops the Blizzard ult. Now, SMSU being pressured here. They lose 2. They've only gotten 1 back in trade. And they do trade a second back. Fate's Wrath does get taken out, though. SMSU trying to finish off this kill, but the Moira ult keeping them alive. Jumping in a little bit here. SMSU trying to peel out. Now the Sombra onto the back line again. They have to deal with this Sombra. And SMSU do find a kill there. And I Just Exist very low. Not able to get saved. Tries to put up the wall. Not quite in time. pressure into the backline again. SMSU peeling out. SMSU do find a kill. And now the Juno ult gonna get popped. SMSU trying to push forward, find more, and they find 3 more. 4 kills for SMSU. And a little bit of a reset coming out here. Hazard coming forward here. Hazard causing a little bit of a chaos with that pillar. Sombra onto the backline. SMSU, can they deal with this player? Fade's Wrath taken pretty low. Now fades out. OG taken pretty low as well. But Mighty finds a kill on the backline. SMSU get hit by the Sombra ult though. And there goes 4 of them. SMSU look to be losing the fight. The Sombra causing a lot of problems for SMSU. They do find the kill, but Hyena, no support on site here. Does get taken out. SMSU, are they going to give the site up? They are. 3 minutes to go now. Their opponents to end this. I Just Exist going to get caught out as well. SMSU staggered pretty hard here. We'll see what SMSU is able to do. And there comes the Hazard ult on SMSU's position, and it finds 2. SMSU aren't able to burst him down quite fast enough. Fade's Wraith gets taked out in the background. And SMSU on their back foot right away here. Still 2 minutes to go. Just Exist, walking forward, looking for an ult, but maybe a little bit too far ahead of the team. Mauga is trying to catch up here, but SMSU overextended for this. And they lose the fight even with the Mei ult. It's just too deep. And SMSU, will they be able to get on site and stall here? They're staggered so heavily. Fade's Wrath gets taken out, and that is going to be site captured. Not a great showing on Blizzard World from SMSU. The Hazard really caused SMSU a lot of problems.
Switching sides. Initiating match.
All right, SMSU's turn to attack. And we'll see if they're able to march faster.
Ready for battle.
All right, everybody getting ready. Opponent's playing a interesting composition here. And 5 people on this high ground. They're player on that Sigma shield and try to brawl
Attackers incoming.
with Sigma.
Defend objective A.
SMSU maybe just going to try to teleport past them. They're going to go on site, but Darkness Luna gets left out. SMSU is so split here. I don't know if this is a good idea. They do find 2 kills though, and SMSU maybe makes it work even though both supports were separated from the team. Darkness Luna is eventually going to drop, but it might be too late. SMSU appear to have won the fight right away. They get on site, and we'll see if their opponents are able to contest. Doesn't look like it. SMSU are going to unlock point right away. Honestly, I didn't think that would work.
Stop.
Both supports being left behind, but they didn't get taken out early enough, and SMSU are able to start their push. 5 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Draft gets taken a little low, now getting healed up. Mauga gets taken out. SMSU fighting in a bad hallway. And SMSU are going to lose this fight. Didn't take too much time though, so they're going to reset. Are they going to swap it all? Darkness Luna on the Brig here. Hyena finds a kill onto the Echo right away. And now SMSU are probably going to look for an early push here. SMSU find a kill onto the back line, and now they're going to push forward with the Mauga. Mauga jumps into a 1v3, but the team is coming behind him. And now he's able to find the Moira, pushing for more. Hazard now taken very low. They do get the Hazard, but does get taken out by the Echo. SMSU were pushing the whole time, though. 3 players, keeping that site moving.
Adaptive circuits
And here comes the Echo all out. OG gets taken out very early. SMSU are going to lose this fight. Now trying to find a kill onto the Onron. SMSU regrouping. I Just Exist, gonna get challenged by 3. Has to be very careful here. Now the Mauga gonna jump forward, gonna cage with the Nano. And is he able to find any kills during this? They do find a kill. Reaper gets taken very low, but now getting healed up, and SMSU pushing forward. Darkness Luna very low now, though. Reaper teleporting deep, and SMSU do win the fight very heavily, and now they're gonna get 3 on site. This should be site captured. Actually, maybe not. Mauga is gonna push forward and try to stop them from touching. The Onron gets taken pretty low, and SMSU is gonna get site. OG pops ult and does find 1 kill, and now they're gonna try to find some stagger. Not able to. Fate's Wrath playing back, trying to heal the team while pushing site forward as much as possible. Hyena is going to pick up 1 kill, and SMSU are pushing deep with the Mauga. 4 minutes remaining. SMSU doing a good job keeping the pace up. And now the important corner here. They're going to go to Mauga versus Mauga. Both players. Oh, the Reaper ults, but gets taken out right away, and SMSU lose a fight again, where the ults end up a little bit too far in front of the team. That's the 2nd or 3rd time SMSU's popped a DPS ult out right away, and they get punished for it every time. Still 3 minutes, 16 seconds. SMSU are going to regroup, but they're going to be down in ultimate. They do have Brig ult, though. Brig ult, very strong ult. Echo ult, though, very good as well as Moira. And here comes the 2 Maugas on the same team. SMSU are able to take out the Echo during that ult, so Echo just respawns. And SMSU lose I Just Exist deep, and now they're going to pop the Brig ult against the Moira, and SMSU are going to look for a counter engage. Hyena taken pretty low, but now getting healed up. Darkness Luna taken very low. SMSU, can they heal through this? Here comes the Onron ult, finds 1, and SMSU lose 2, but they find 4. Now they got to get back on site and keep pushing. The other team should have a chance to touch, so SMSU will not be winning during this push. Onron, the only person staggered. SMSU cannot. Oh, actually! Oh, that's not good for SMSU. SMSU gonna have to reset here. I don't think they realized how many people were respawning together. They probably needed to push it up and then back off, because now they're gonna lose so much time as they wait for those players to respawn, and they have no ults available. Neither team does. SMSU gonna push up here. I just exist taking very low. A little over aggressive on the Reaper. Now we're getting healed up here. Oh, an on-run ult came up and finds 2 kills in the back line. While we were watching the front line, SMSU, 2-person advantage, 3-person advantage now. SMSU have to kill the Mauga on site here though. And SMSU do lose 1. They do finish off that player. The player should be respawning. SMSU, can they get the site all the way in time? And they do. A little bit less time on the clock, so now we're gonna go to overtime.
Score 3.
And we'll see if SMSU are able to hold or push further. 21 seconds is the amount of time difference between the teams.
Initiating match.
Both teams selecting their lineup here. SMSU appear to be on attack right away. See if SMSU are able to have as much success with the first point as they did last time. Juna Moira for the supports. Reaper Onron for the DPS. Mauga for the tank. Hazard coming out here instead of the Sigma for the defense.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming.
All right.
Defend objective A.
Gates open. SMSU can kind of see where they're setting up right away. So that's going to give them this initial space. I just exist, teleporting deep into the back line. Trying to split up the team. 3 people go back for him, and now SMSU trying to focus down the Hazard, but Reaper does get taken out. They do trade tank. That is a good trade for SMSU, and now Mauga into the back line, trying to deal a lot of damage. SMSU lose 1, lose 2, but they find none back. It looked like they should be able to find a few, but the healing was just enough. And SMSU, 25 seconds on the clock. They're going to have to reset here. Not a lot of time. Darkness Luna going to get taken out. Ball is going to need to come out from the tank in order to touch in time. Can they even touch in time? 10 seconds remaining. They stayed on the Mauga. I do not know about this decision. Teleport by Reaper going to get the touch, but this is a very difficult situation to be in. Mauga gets here, but now they are down 2 members. They did find 1 kill. Now they lose a 3rd. Now it's Mauga and Juno against the world, and SMSU going to get stuffed at the beginning of Blizzard World.
Round 3. Complete. Score 3-3. Switching sides. Initiating match. Ready for battle.
All right, SMSU need to force a 0%. They cannot let their opponents capture the first 3rd or the game ends. The Sombra is going to come back out. SMSU have to be ready for it. It's what caught them off guard last time.
Defend objective A.
SMSU playing a little bit more aggressive, trying to see where their opponents are going to be coming from. OG going to get information about where they are coming now. Fight in the building here. SMSU get antied here. Need to wait for that to go away before they can heal. Fracture getting taken low on site. SMSU, are they ready for this? Has to blow lamp. And Sombra does live. And SMSU, they're so low. Fracture gets taken out. Hyena very low here. Antied gets taken out. And this is going to be the game going over to Iowa. SMSU unable to make it work on Blizzard World. Unfortunately. Swapping the ball, but it's just not enough time.
Victory. Play of the game.
Hyena gets play of the game on Mauga. And we'll be back when Game 3 is ready. All right, we are back to Coliseo again. SMSU feels like they've got a home map on Coliseo. Sombra banned out this game. Mauga banned out this game. So we'll see what changes that makes to each team's composition.
Ready for battle.
SMSU on a more dive-focused comp here. The Kiri is back after being banned last game. Players waiting for the gates to open.
3, 2, 1. Objective unlocks in 30
And here comes SMSU out. Ball looking aggressive. Trying to get some information early, trying to get in a flank position. And starting to cause chaos already. Moira has to fade away. Ball being focused down quite a bit here. Ball at half. I just exist on the venture pretty low, but they do find a kill onto the Echo. And SMSU starting off right, but I just exist so low. So with OG. SMSU do escape with both their lives, but SMSU is so low on everyone. They do lose I Just Exist eventually. Now, OG getting taken out by their tank there, and SMSU are able to reset and win the fight. SMSU off to a great start here. Bowen's taken very low. Is going to get healed up though. SMSU pushing the point further here. 30 meters. And SMSU find another pick onto Bones. SMSU off to a great start. The Venture going to high ground. The ball into the back line. And SMSU do find another kill onto the Kiri. Ball keeping the pressure in the back line here. And SMSU, can they finish off this kill on the dive? They do not, and SMSU almost lose I Just Exist, does get out for now. And SMSU have been pushing the robot this entire time. This is so good for SMSU. They're able to keep one person on the site during these fights. And now SMSU, can they find the kill onto Onrun? Onrun goes invulnerable for a moment. SMSU trying to finish off that kill. They lose I Just Exist. Not able to find a kill yet. Now they do find a kill, but they lose one. SMSU find two back. Two people on both teams dead, but SMSU has to get out. Ball gets taken out. SMSU do have 3 ults available for the next fight. Iowa only has 2. Kiri ult is almost available, so it looks like both teams pretty equal. here comes the Kiri ult out, and SMSU pushing deep, trying to capitalize on that ult usage. SMSU do find 1 kill. The on-run ult is going to get popped, though, and come back alive. SMSU do finish the on-run a second time, and SMSU find a kill onto the Moira as well. Now they're trying to push onto the tank here and take them out, and SMSU do find that kill as well. SMSU pushing deep, finding more and more kills. SMSU off to a great start in this map. Ball in the backline causing chaos, and Bones gets taken out. No heals available for them. SMSU find 2 more as Hyena on a big dive. SMSU 4 ults available as Robot gets to the checkpoint and keeps pushing. SMSU will respawn close now, and the ball ult is going to go in. SMSU do a lot of damage to their tank, and they find a kill onto the Moira. SMSU maintaining the push this entire time. Ball goes back in onto their back line, but the peel comes through. Hyena gonna pop ult, and Kiri ult got popped, but SMSU might be able to just back out of this. Venture pops ult, but gets taken out, and SMSU trade 2 for 1. SMSU currently winning the fight. Ult got wasted there, and SMSU do lose the extended fight. Not playing together towards the end there. Ball just needs to get out. Trying to contest for a little bit, and now is going to back out. SMSU were in a prime position to just back off. The Kiri ult was a little bit behind where the team was, but SMSU tried just popping their own ults in response. Now they are down an ult, but Kiri now forms ult, and SMSU find a kill onto the Pharah with Sojourn. OG playing very well, and now they're going to pop their Kiri ult and try to push forward. They found 1 kill, but they haven't found any more yet. Ball finding a lot of damage. Can they find the kill onto this Venture? Venture is able to get out. Now Ball into the backline a little bit. Taking quite a bit of damage here, needs to retreat. OG taken a little low. And SMSU lose Darkness Luna. They just need to get out of this position. Players taken very low, still fighting when they should really be retreating. Either die or get out. Okay, they do get out. OG does die and get staggered a little bit. But the rest of their team is out. They don't need to contest yet. They don't have another player. The ball ult is going to go out a little bit early, though. They don't have the TPS to follow this up. And now Fracture taken very low. SMSU do find a kill onto the Moira. The backline being dove by Venture, though. SMSU, can they find the kill onto the Venture? They do, but the Venture does get 3 of SMSU's players. Vendetta is able to get a kill, but does get traded. SMSU should have the closer respawns, though, so SMSU should be looking to regroup and fight here. The Torb doing a lot of damage to Hyena here, and now SMSU are trying to finish these kills. Molten Core comes out onto SMSU's position, taking a lot of damage, and Ball gets taken out. SMSU are too hasty here. They just have to play a little bit more together. They lose 2 in an extended fight, and the point has been pushing. Venture v. Venture, SMSU loses. SMSU still do have a hefty lead, but they need to play together here. They do have Moira ult available. And can they get on site before the checkpoint? They do. Hyena taken very low right away, though, and gets taken out. And now the checkpoint is going to be given over. Hyena respawning. They need to wait for this teammate, but again, SMSU is so scary. They're playing so aggressive when there's nothing to be gained. All right, the Ramatra is going to come back out. And SMSU pop the Moira ult, trying to capitalize, but Fracture taken very low. I Just Exist does drop. SMSU find 2 kills, though. Vendetta onto the back line with Hyena here. SMSU need to stop the point from moving forward and win the team fight. Looks like they've won the team fight, and they have point currently. Venture stalls for a long time, though. This is going to be a close respawn. SMSU do have 2 ults available. Vendetta and Kiri here. I just exist taken very low. Healing needs to come out. I just exist just blasting through that shield right now. Hyena popping his combat form, and SMSU find 1 kill, trade 1 though. And now the Venture ult is going to come out, and SMSU is out of position for this. Can they still win the fight? Taken very low on Hyena, does get taken out eventually. Darkness Luna gets taken out. SMSU need to reset. Now the point is going to push back towards SMSU. They should be able to contest before the point moves very far. Moira ult available from Iowa. SMSU have Ramatra ult available themselves. Doomfist coming out for the tank on Iowa's side. SMSU waiting for the full team to be ready for the push. Doomfist jumps in, and Venture jumping in as well. Bastion ult popping. No kills given over. SMSU trying to capitalize on these players out of position. They do find a kill, but they get very low on both their DPS. SMSU lose 2. Now they pop the Ramatra ult, trying to win the fight. Falls off of the bridge, and the bridge, Darkness Luna, dies on sight. No, he stays alive! SMSU do lose their Ramatra though. Darkness Luna just trying to contest for as long as possible. Only 17 seconds left. SMSU may have been outplayed here. It looks like the robot's not being pushed. SMSU get bailed out by a mistake. Can SMSU get on site in time? Ball is going to get there and prevent the robot from moving forward. Now it's going to go to overtime. Whoever wins this next fight is going to win the game, but Hyena gets taken out right away, too deep. SMSU not able to get the rest of the team on site. SMSU, can they stop the rest of them from getting on? Ball should be respawning soon. Venture gets taken out. SMSU swapped to the Orisa, but the Orisa's not going to be able to get here in time. A late swap. A mistake from SMSU. OG going to get taken out on site, and Orisa doesn't get there in time. They should have stayed on the ball. And SMSU lose on Coliseo. And now they're going to need to take the next 2 games from Iowa. Or play the game at the very end here. And we'll be back shortly with game number 4. All right, we are back for Flashpoint this time. SMSU need to win this game to keep their life in the series on. On Atlas this time. Hazard walling off the ball right away, and Ball in a bad spot and gets picked off right away. And SMSU maybe not expecting the Hazard to be that good of a ball counter, but it worked very well. And SMSU lose the team fight. Now point being captured by our opponents, by Iowa. SMSU swapping to Mauga. Not liking the ball into Hazard. I just exist taken very low here. SMSU are so low on both DPS. They are over pressuring here. You have to wait for your team to be ready to push together, and OG gets taken out right away. The engage happened on the wrong side. SMSU gonna get taken out here. That is first Flashpoint going over to Iowa. Don't think SMSU will have the opportunity to touch. SMSU are going to go for the touch. Mauga is going to get on site. SMSU do lose 1 and 2 at the beginning here. They are unable to find any trade kills yet. Now they find 1. Trying to focus down and find a second. They do lose a third player of their team. And SMSU are not going to be able to live through this one. That's first flashpoint going over.
Station. Next flashpoint, resort.
Next flashpoint is resort, which is going to be over here, I think. All right, SMSU going to reposition and retry on point number 2. Flashpoint is first to 3.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
Darkness dashes in, but he's getting focused down. Here comes the Mauga in, but the Sombra ult is going to do a lot of work here, and SMSU are going to lose 2. Hyena is going to go to site, but probably die for it. That is going to be site given over to Iowa. Sombra looking at the back line right now in SMSU. Are they going to be ready for it? Quite a bit of players pretty low here. Sombra in the back line again. I Just Exist is so dead. SMSU are unable to find any success here on point 2. Backline being dove. Hyena going to get taken out. 60% given over. I don't know if SMSU will have a good opportunity to touch here. 70%, they probably can get a touch. As long as they are on site within the last 2 or 3 seconds, the point will go to overtime. I Just Exist gets taken quite a bit of damage as they teleport across. And now SMSU is pushing onto site. They do find 1, but they do lose I Just Exist. SMSU on site, and they are just not able to find kills. Finally find a second kill, and the Mauga Stomp is going to find a third. SMSU look to be winning this fight. Lucio still alive, contesting site. And SMSU are going to get it. Alright, we'll see where Iowa comes from. And the Sombra ult instantly is going to take out 3. Look at the coordination on their ults there. SMSU were not ready for that. And now SMSU down to the last point. They just popped Curie ult? They did, an accidental ult press. Not what SMSU really needs right now. It's Wrath, a little low here. SMSU gonna push forward. And at their opponent's at high ground, but I Just Exist does find a kill. And it's going to fade out. SMSU now is going to have the person advantage. They do have 3 ults available. OG gets taken very low here and gets taken out. And SMSU lose 2. Now trying to fight at disadvantage. Mauga ult going to get popped. And the Reaper ult with it. SMSU have to blow quite a bit, but that is a team fight win potentially. I don't know, Onron actually comes in and finds a kill. Hyena getting taken very low here. And SMSU aren't able to wait. No, here comes the reinforcements. SMSU did capture site as well, so 50% given over and the stagger coming out. Very big fight for SMSU. I didn't realize they had sight control during that time. Sombra in the backline, hacking Fate's Wrath. Fate's Wrath getting focused down, but the Kiri comes out, but now Hazard ult onto SMSU's position. SMSU do take out the Hazard ult, but Sombra ult onto a bunch of members of SMSU. They lose one. They're sustaining through the rest of it, though, and Hyena finds a second. Now Sombra on site. SMSU did cap site during that time. The contest came out late, and SMSU take out the members here. SMSU rotating to the next site. One to two on Flashpoint, first to three. Iowa is going to be here first. Their spawn was closer.
Flashpoint unlocks in 10 seconds.
The Sombra in the back line, and SMSU onto the on-run. On-run going to have to blow the invulnerability, and SMSU did find a kill on site at the same time. SMSU appear to be sustaining through. This is very good for SMSU, but I just exist. Very low. Not able to find that kill they wanted. Doomfist now going in on Iowa, onto SMSU. I just exist pretty low here. Very low, gets taken out. Curie Cleanse came out a little late, and SMSU down a player. Can they trade a kill back here? Can they win this fight down a member? SMSU look to be having a good position, but now Lucio comes out. SMSU retreating to site, trying to sustain here, but OG gets taken out, and SMSU do not appear to be winning this fight. They popped the Brig ult very, very late. Not a team fight win for SMSU. And they're getting staggered. Reaper dying very late there. All right, 35% SMSU does have 3 ults available, but so does Iowa. Whoever used their ults more effectively here are going to win the fight, and that Mauga ult is a little far in front of the team. The Sombra ult gets behind, Luna drops, but SMSU trade back to Lucio. The on-run ult does go down and pick up the second support of SMSU. SMSU do find 2 more kills. Mauga on site here, doing a lot of work, and here comes the stomp onto Doomfist, breaking his block. SMSU is going to recap the site, but Iowa might contest right away. They have a lot of members here. Whoever wins this next fight is going to win this part of Flashpoint. SMSU need to win it to keep Flashpoint alive. And the Doomfist into the back line. OG gets taken very low, but SMSU counter engage from Mauga, finds 1, finds 2. SMSU with a great start to the fight. And that is a team fight win from SMSU. Now they're going to try to find the Sombra. They do find the Invis Sombra. I don't know if it matters. Where's the next site located? Oh, the next site is close to SMSU. They're going to be the first ones here. 15 seconds until that point unlocks. Doomfist jumping in a little bit. SMSU trying to outposition it. SMSU onto Bones, but Bones does get out. OG picks up the Doomfist. Very important kill. Tank, one of the most important characters to take out at the beginning. And SMSU is going to get sight. SMSU going to start with an advantage here on Flashpoint. SMSU hunting that Sombra, but Sombra playing the distance correctly. Mauga might get jumped out here. SMSU trying to disengage, and they do find a kill onto Onron. Now trying to peel. They're pretty low here. The Sombra ult lands. SMSU lose 1. Brig gets dropped as well. SMSU lose 3. Doomfist ults. SMSU just need to get out and not ult here. Get out if they can. Maintain site control as long as possible. They did get 70%, 75 almost. Now SMSU, they have 2, probably 3 alts up to retake site, but Lucio ult, very powerful here up for Iowa. SMSU working their way in. Mauga gonna go ahead and stomp right away. The Doomfist is back, and the Reaper plus Mauga ult does pick up 2. The Lucio did ult, but it didn't matter. SMSU looked to be winning the fight. Bone's the only one left. And is that enough? Will they win right here, or will their opponents get to touch? Looks like they're gonna get a chance. SMSU still have the Brig ult available. Doomfist. Oh, Venture onto site. SMSU need to kill the Venture here. Mauga getting taken. No, OG is taken out. Doomfist gets taken out though, and SMSU find 3 kills. Only losing 1 themselves. SMSU is going to try to finish off these kills, and they should win the map if they do. Kiri ult on site. Trying to deal with the Sombra. Sombra does drop. Now the Lucio going to contest for as long as possible. SMSU have to find the Lucio. He's so hard to catch in this scenario. They do find the kill, but Doomfist is back, and SMSU do cap it before the Doomfist gets there. We're going to a map 5. Mauga getting the MVP yet again. You know, sometimes you watch a Mauga clip and it doesn't look like the most impressive thing. He's just standing there shooting his guns, but he shoots them well, and we will be back for a game 5. All right, we are back for the final game of the night. Win or lose, this should be the last one. Tied 2-2 on Havana. Mauga jumping in, taking very low, and SMSU do lose the Mauga right away here. Damage coming out is incredible, and SMSU lose 2. And the SMSU have to back off. They should get another challenge before the site gets capped, but Fate's Wrath gets taken out very, very late. A huge stagger. SMSU are going to have to fight the next fight without a support. Sombra hunting SMSU's backline here. Now Fate's Wrath has regrouped with the team. SMSU trying to isolate the Sombra. The Sombra is very low, but does teleport out. And SMSU trade 1-for-1 so far. But they lose OG as well. 2 members of SMSU dead. And now the Emery ult onto SMSU's position. Hyena going to get taken out as well, and that is going to be the first site going over very quickly. Iowa with a great start. Now we go into the building. This is going to be challenging to get the camera in the right spot. SMSU trying to back off. Sombra looking for a flank again. SMSU have not been very good at dealing with this. And the Sombra ult onto SMSU. SMSU lose 1. They do trade the kill onto Sombra. Now Sigma ult onto I Just Exist. I Just Exist gets dropped as well. SMSU lose 3, and they need to get out. Kiri has ult available. Sombra Teleporting for a flank. Reaper does see it. And now Kyriot comes out. SMSU pushing forward with it. Trying to find a kill onto the Mercy. The anti onto Hyena has to play defensively, and SMSU lose one, but they do find the kill onto Ana. 1 for 1 so far. SMSU taken pretty low. Sombra does get out as well. Both teams resetting for a moment. Sombra behind Fate's Wrath here. SMSU trying to push forward for the Sombra kill, but they are unable to find it. And Sombra does get a kill onto SMSU, but they do trade the kill. SMSU loses support for a DPS. That just exists repositioning. OG changed to the Vendetta. Now Vendetta onto the flank. Trying to find a lot of damage, but gets taken out by the Emery ult. Now Sombra onto Fate's Wrath in the back line. Fate's Wrath gets the kill. Very nice. Sigma ult again onto SMSU's position. Picks up the Juno. SMSU have been sustaining though. And the Reaper dropping onto their position with an ult. Does get a kill but gets dropped. SMSU need to back off a little bit here. Wait for the Ramatra fist form, battle form to be ready. Sombra looking for Fate's Wrath in the back line again. There comes the ult onto both supports and picks up both of them. SMSU did get 2 kills themselves, but SMSU with no supports. This is a difficult fight to win. No healing means they're gonna get poked down here, and SMSU lose 2 more. Trying to get out, but the Sombra chasing the Ramatra here and does get the kill. And Iowa are probably going to cap site here. Yeah, that is site capped. 3 minutes to go in the game. Or on this side, I suppose. Ball looks for the Sombra. Sombra does teleport out onto the back line and almost finds a kill onto Fate's Wrath. Sombra backs off. Ball gets antied as he goes into the back line. The Juno ult is going to get popped, but SMSU, they're not quite in it. They're diving in, but not quite in range, and SMSU are going to get picked up by an ult combo. All right, Sigma walling off SMSU. Ball goes in. Onto the Ana. Ball gets focused down and picked up. SMSU lose 2. As the team fight breaks apart, SMSU do eventually get the Sigma. The site is still pushing forward, and the Mercy is going to res. Ball goes in. Struggling to find and engage. Now the Kyriot is going to come out. SMSU are going to try to fight with that, but Ball, can he recover off the stage? Yeah, he does. SMSU finding 2 kills so far, trying to find more. Do lose I Just Exist on the Venture. SMSU find the rest of the fight. Very nicely done. Minute 10 remains. Sombra immediately getting onto the back line again. I Just Exist sees, and the teleport comes through immediately. OG taking a little low. Now Ball goes into the back line. SMSU trying to find the Sombra, but the hack comes through in the back line, and both supports of SMSU are taken out again.
Seconds remaining.
No, SMSU, will they be able to touch in time? It is almost there. OG has to run forward and try to get there. He does. But SMSU get picked up by the Emery. Emery gets 2. SMSU are sustaining on site for now. But they are down a player, and the Venture Ult comes out to try to stall, but not able to. Kiri, the last one left, trying to stay alive until the team gets here. Fate's Wrath is going to get here just in time, but he's not going to live for very long. Now, SMSU left with just Soldier, and that is point capped with 0 seconds left. So SMSU gonna need to have a good push themselves in order to bring this one home.
Initiating match.
All right, and here we go, getting close to the start. SMSU on attack now. And SMSU has to push all the way to the end, and hopefully with some extra time left, so that they have an advantage in overtime. Seconds till match starts. So SMSU making a last-minute swap here.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Sombra playing on the flank. SMSU may have found a pick onto the Sombra. She actually wasted her teleport at the wrong time, and SMSU do find a kill there right away. Now SMSU gonna try to engage onto this high ground. Pushing heavy. And SMSU do find that kill under Ramatra. Pushing forward this whole time. This is a great start to the map for SMSU. Torb comes out as a counter. Swapping off the Sombra. And SMSU trying to plug this location that they have to walk through. Nina taking a little low, does go out and get some healing. Now SMSU gonna look for the engage. I just exist pretty low here, but SMSU are gonna cap the site. Doesn't matter if they even lose this fight. Iowa didn't see the site was being pushed that quickly. And now SMSU have 5 minutes to push. OG taken pretty low here. Is going to get healed up now. Venture on the flank. A little bit in front of the team. This is a little too far and dies for it. I don't know what the thought process there was. SMSU is not ready to follow up. Hyena taken pretty low. Very low. Now has to get all the way out. SMSU is going to try to heal up here. Dynamite does land on a couple. Charging that ult up a little bit. SMSU looking for the engage onto the Ramatra. Here comes the counter ult and the Molten Core. Oh no, SMSU gonna get deleted in this fight. Alright, SMSU, 4 minutes to go. A lot of pushing to be done. They will get a bonus bonus time if they are able to cap this one, which they need to. Oh, but OG gets taken out. And Soldier ult gets popped here. SMSU do pick up the Soldier in trade, but Hyena gonna drop. I just exist. He's out the Torb turret. Ooh, a lot of damage on Torb. I just exist gets taken out by Soldier. No heals coming through. Hyena looks for an engage here. Now Bob comes out, trying to cause some chaos. They nanoed Bob, but it doesn't find any kills. That's 2 ults being used. Now the Mauga ult's gonna get popped. SMSU, can they find kills here? They do, they find 3. And Mauga helps carry SMSU through a troublesome point. They're gonna go ahead and cap that site now. They have 4 minutes left to take the next. We'll see what SMSU can do here. Ash taken pretty low. 4 ults available from Iowa. That is very scary for SMSU. Hopefully they're aware of the situation. Oh no, they're not. They pop their ult first. That is bad. They do get 2 ults for it. OG gonna get taken out. SMSU just trying not to get staggered. Ash is going to get very staggered here. 3 ults still available for Iowa. SMSU only have 1 of their own. I would like them to get site control because their opponents are not playing on site. Get it moving forward. Very nice dynamite. Oh, SMSU should just back up here. Oh, the Reaper is going to go for ult, though, and it's going to find 2. SMSU going for the engage here. Off of that, Bob gets put out. SMSU win the team fight. 2 minutes left to go on the timer. Bob still trying to find kills. The downside is they didn't get... This site is so close to their opponent's spawn. This is a very hard spot to cap. Moira ult going out, and SMSU almost find the kill on him, but not able to. Soldier drops onto the low ground and picks up OG. Now the Mauga, or the Torb ult coming out again. Mauga goes for a counter engage and finds 2. SMSU might be able to do this. They find a Mauga ult onto the back line. There's 2 more. Now they just need to capitalize on this last player. Pushing forward on the Mauga, that should be the kill. Now they need to prevent as much of their opponents from touching as possible. The D.Va gonna come out to contest. SMSU trying to deal with the D.Va, trying to find the kill. They do find the kill on the Reaper. Now they engage on the D.Va. They find a lot of damage onto a support. Can they finish that kill? They do finish the kill for now. There's another kill onto a DPS. Onto the Kiri, onto a DPS. And SMSU have 2 minutes on the clock to their opponent's minute for this overtime. They had an extra minute to go at the end.
Switching sides.
2 minutes to 1 minute here. In overtime, SMSU pushed so well on their attack side. Now, if they can find a good defense. And what comp is SMSU going to go for? Ramatra, Reaper, Ash, Kiri, and Ana. SMSU are on defense first. So they will get to see how far their opponents push before they are forced to push themselves.
Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
Alright, Sigma given a lot of space early. Does take quite a bit of damage. SMSU playing very defensive right away. Here comes the Reaper activating, finding a lot of damage, but not finding the kill. And I Just Exist is taken very low. Now getting healed up. And Ramatra very low, and SMSU lose their tank. Oh, SMSU lose 2 right away. This is a not good start. Back off, wait for the regroup. OG taking quite a bit of damage here. They will have their tank in time. They don't need to contest. Okay, the tank is back. Swapped onto Mauga. Sigma taken pretty low. Here comes the stomp onto Sigma's position, but the anti arrives onto Hyena. Hyena's gonna get taken out right away, but they see 9. They're off site. SMSU stop them on the first point. All members backed off. They were worried about the Mauga, but they didn't see the time coming to a close. So SMSU have to cap about the first point here to win the series. Very, very well done from SMSU. Forcing that fight so hard onto Iowa's position that they had to back up. And now let's see what composition SMSU go for on the attack. They have twice as much time, but will SMSU have as much success finding an early pick? Hopefully they do. They're able to take it home. 2 minutes is not a lot of time on some of these escort maps. Some of these positions are very tricky to deal with. Orb setting up turret to protect the flank here. Very difficult position to deal with.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
And SMSU gonna get an early push, but Hyena taking so much damage right away. I Just Exist taken very low. I don't think Reaper's getting out of this. He is alive for now. Does get out for now and does find a kill for now. SMSU start with 1 kill. Trying to train it into more, but I Just Exist very low again. Does get healed up. Darkness Luna gets taken out. But now SMSU onto the back line a little bit. Can they finish off these kills? They finish off 1. They finish off Sigma. Here comes more damage onto the Reaper. Reaper taken very low, and SMSU find a 2nd kill. They're trying to push forward here. They take the turret out for now. And here comes Mauga onto that position, trying to find a kill onto the Ana. They do find the kill on the Ana. Now Hyena trying to retreat, both DPS trying to trade the kill. But SMSU find another one. SMSU winning the fight so far. The Mauga swap comes out. SMSU, can they kill the Moira here? It's such an important kill. Mauga gets dropped. Moira on side. SMSU find the Moira. Can they win the side? Do they get the push? They do! SMSU take it in game 5. What a crazy series we saw tonight. Oh my. Hyena with another play of the game on Mauga. Yeah, this one was very big. Finds 3 kills by himself. Finds the ult into the back line. This broke the site open for them. What a series. Thank you for watching. I hope you tune in next week. No, not next week, Friday. Because Overwatch has a bye next week, Friday. But 2 Fridays from now, this team's fun to watch. Tune in then. Have a good night.